Howdy everybody, welcome back to Outnumber Barbecue. I made this delicious Texas style brisket using the Z Grills Pellet Grill. Let me show you how I did it. I'm starting with this 15-pound select grade brisket from HEB. When you're opening these cryovac packages, you want to make sure you don't cut into the meat, so I like to find this thick piece of deckle fat on the meat side and just cut through the package there. Now right away I can tell this brisket is missing a lot of fat from the fat cap. This is a select grade brisket. It's the weekend before Labor Day. Options were pretty slim, so we'll just work with what we got. First thing I like to do is cut out this big chunk of deckle fat on the meat side. You really don't need to trim much more on this meat side. All this other fat will render out during the cook. Now flip it back over. This big raised piece of meat is called the mohawk. Right at the base there's a big chunk of fat. We'll go ahead and cut that out. Next I like to make a cut along the thick side of the brisket. You can really start to see how thick that fat cap is going to be, how much you're going to have to trim down, and it starts getting that nice brisket shape that we're looking for. And make sure you keep these trim pieces. You can grind them up, makes great burgers. Now with that strip cut off, you can really see how thick this fat cap is here. See how much trimming we're going to have to do, trying to get this down to about 1/4 of an inch. Now I'll just start shaving off thin cuts a little at a time until I get the thickness I'm looking for. Now we'll go ahead and trim down this mohawk a little bit. If you leave it, it'll just burn up on the smoker. Now once we get the fat cap shaved down, now we need to cut down this thin part of the brisket. If you leave this on, it'll overcook, curl up. Really need to trim this down. I'll start with making an outline with the back of the knife where I want this cut to be, and then we'll just trim off this small flap, thin part of the brisket, round around to the thick part, and you'll have a perfectly shaped brisket. And finally, we'll just go around, round off any sharp corners, and we're ready to season. I'll start with a thin layer of coarse ground black pepper on this meat side. Most of the rub will be on the top, on the fat cap. I'll be cooking this fat side up. Most of the rub will be on the top. Now on this fat cap, I'll start with a little bit heavier layer of this coarse ground black pepper. This coarse pepper really catches that smoke so you get a nice spark. Now last, you need some salt. You could use kosher salt, Lowry seasoned salt, but I'm going to use this HEB Texas brisket rub. It has the salt, it's got the spices, it also has a little bit of brown sugar, which will help a little bit with the color on this pellet grill. This is a big piece of meat, so you can go pretty heavy with the salt. We'll also be using some beef tallow at the end, which will help a little bit with the saltiness, so feel free to go extra heavy with the salt on the top. Now once I get this seasoned up, I'll get it on the Z Grills Pellet Grill, and I'm going to tell you about this amazing deal they have going on right now. I'm cooking this today on the new Z Grills Pellet Grill. It's as easy as hitting the power button, and I'll be setting the temp for 180 degrees. Now, after less than a minute, we're already starting to see some smoke. Let's go ahead and get the brisket on. I'm going to face the thickest part of the brisket towards the hottest part of the pit, towards the back. I'm going to keep it at 180 degrees, super smoky, for the next 10 hours. Now let me tell you about Z Grill's amazing crowdfunding program going on right now. To reward you for your support, when you buy one new grill now, you will get a free new grill every 5 years for the next 50 years. You just have to pay the shipping or pick it up yourself. That's an amazing deal, 10 free grills over the next 50 years. Check out that link in the description below. Now here we are after 10 hours at 180 degrees. I went ahead and put those fat trimmings from the brisket on a little while ago to start rendering down. Let's go ahead and get an internal temp. So after 10 hours, we're sitting at 142 degrees. At this point, I'll go ahead and bump up the temperature to 225, and we'll put a meat probe in so we can monitor these temperatures. Now just turn the temp up to 225. We're going to be out of the house for the next few hours, but since this pit is Wi-Fi equipped, I'll be able to monitor the internal temps on the app. And here we are after 15 hours. After 13 hours total, I bumped up the temp to 250 degrees. Let's take a look. Bark's looking nice and dark, and the fat's rendering nice. It's sitting at 190 degrees internal now. We'll get it up 10 more degrees to 200 degrees internal. We'll pull it off, wrap it in some foil with some beef tallow, and let it rest overnight. It's been about 16 hours and this brisket's reached 200 degrees internal. I'll go ahead and pull it off and wrap it in some foil with some beef tallow. Now into a turkey roaster set at 150 degrees overnight for the next 12 hours. So here we are the next day, about 12 hours resting in that turkey roaster. Let's go ahead and unwrap, cut it up, and see how we did. Look at that smoke ring. Nice and juicy. I'd say the tenderness is good. Let's take a bite. Smoky and delicious. That's a good brisket. Let's go ahead and cut this point and see how it looks. That Z Grills Pellet Grill does an amazing job. Well, that's how I make brisket on a pellet grill. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Check that link out in the description below. Get yourself 10 free Z Grills Pellet Grills over the next 50 years. Let me know what you'd like to see me cook next on this Z Grills Pellet Grill. And thanks for watching.